Okay guys, welcome to week 25, I think, of my creative week. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not feeling it today. I'm not feeling creative. I'm not feeling like I want to get this done, but as Courtney Diaz would say, sometimes you just have to do the hard things. So today we're doing the hard things. And I'm not usually a person who's in a bad mood very often, so I'm not quite sure what's going on, but we'll see how this voiceover goes. Last time the voiceover stopped on me, so take two. But anyway, what I started doing at the beginning of this week was really try to finish up my August photo journaling because it's the middle of September and I'm still journaling about August. So yeah, I just took a sticky note and journaled about this photo and stuck it in a random empty spot in my journal. And now I'm just flicking through and looking for a spot. I have 2 photos left from August and I want to put them somewhere. I do want to journal about something there, so I stuck a little sticky note there to remind myself. And I decided to kill 2 birds with one stone and make this a tip-in. So Heba had sent me this Project Life card what feels like forever ago. And I have been hoarding it because I love it so much. And today just seemed like the appropriate time to use it. So I cut it down, fussy cut it around that label a little bit, and then made a little leaf. I guess you could say to put my washi tape in to bind it in. I really like how it looked. It didn't just look like a Project Life card. It looked a little fancier. So, yep, just putting those photos in, and now I can move on to September and finish up my journal. So I can move on to another one because it's getting annoying to work in now because of the bulk, but I just can't help myself and they always end up bulky, so it's just something I have to live with. I felt like that needed a tab to kind of explain what it was. So I just tiny attached a tab on there and wrote swatches. And now moving on to my September title page. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, I'm putting back those puffy stickers that I had pulled off. Now moving on to my September page. So I took some Tombow dual brush markers and some packaging and water and just went to town doing the smushing technique because it always looks good. You literally can't mess it up. Like, it's impossible to mess up. So I just did that. Oh, what else did I do? I have this September thing and I cut apart a glassine bag and made like a little ruffle. And I thought I was going to use it behind the photo, but I ended up using it for my September title, and I used the end of the Project Life cutoff that I had used earlier. So that really worked out well. Used all my scraps. Heba would be proud. So I just took some gesso and put it through this stencil, and it made this really amazing texture that I made a close-up of for you there, and I really liked that. So another one of my pen pals sent me this amazing eyeball stamp, and I wanted to make a pattern with it, so I just took some archival ink and stamped it over and over again in different colors down the side of this page. And because it is archival, it bled through the other side, but I love eyes, so it's not like that really bothered me or anything. And I really wanted this to be like a 2-flip pocket. It was one big sleeve, Project Life sleeve, so I just cut it in half and I'm going to make it 2 3x4 pockets. And again, I don't know what it was up with me this week. I just really struggled with this. I pulled out all of my summer cards and stuff, or anything that applied that I thought to my photos that I had, and tried to find the ones that felt like they fit the best, but it took me a really long time, to work it all out. But I was happy with it in the end. That front pretty much stays the same, but I change up the back like a million times. So yeah, I just wanted to, I don't know, be real with you guys for a second, because I know, obviously my purpose for doing videos is to inspire you guys, but I don't want you to think that I'm like on top of my stuff all the time. That is definitely not the case. Sometimes I don't feel like journaling, and sometimes I try to journal and just nothing comes out right, and that's okay. It's part of being creative. You're not on fire every single day, although that would be nice, right? So don't beat yourself up if you're having an off day or an off week or an off month or an off year. Like, sometimes you're just not on it, and that's okay. You can try to push through the hard things like I did and just try to work it out, or just walk away and come back later. There's nothing wrong with that either, and I do that sometimes too. I'm definitely doing that too today. Once this video is up, I am done. And hopefully going to catch some sun before it's gone. So yeah, I really wanted to make that piece Project Life tip-in work, but it just wasn't gonna work. I think it was the colors. I had done so many blues, and then I pulled out this summer thing, and they were all like yellows and oranges and pinks, so it didn't really go with what I had already done, and I think that was my problem. I also didn't have enough space to do the spread that I wanted with all the photos, because of those tip-ins and the eyes and everything, so I'm gonna make it work. It's just not working right now, and that's okay. So what I ended up doing for that bottom card is I scrapped the one that I had, and I'm just trying to make this beach one work because I am journaling about going to the beach. I went to the beach 2 days in a row with my friends, and it was so much fun. It's like an end of summer beach bender. It was awesome. So I just layered some sea theme stickers on top of this Project Life card, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I outlined it, but it was really just a sticker cluster, and I like this a lot more than that card that I was trying to put together. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta keep trying it until you figure out what the right thing is, until it looks right to you. So what am I doing? Oh, I decided I wanted to put this eye on the eye page because eyes. In case you hadn't figured that out yet. I'm still trying to like work out this card. I think I just ended up outlining everything. Oh, I put some stars. Stars fix everything. They really do. Yeah, I just outlined everything. When in doubt, outline in stars. There we go. That's the final card. I really like it. Ta-da! Okay. So back to this. I just took a piece of a map, and I did the same thing whereas like I did in the Project Life. I cut it into like a weird shape. And I think it looks cool because it was kind of like a globe compass type thing look at the top. I don't know how to explain it. I just cut it in a weird shape, and we'll leave it at that. And at this point, I was like, I can't push myself any further, and all I do is tape that eye on that piece of paper because I know I want it on there. And that's how my journal is right now. It's just sitting there with that stuck in there. So because I am so close to finishing this journal, thank goodness, because it's a huge beast, I am putting together my next journal. I have hemmed and hawed about what to do. I have a giant journal that I need to use, and I have a B6 that Brie had sent me that I really want to like finish it. And I've done a few pages in it, but it just doesn't feel like the right time yet. I don't know. So I've had made this book with rings, and I thought I was going to use it that way, and it had sat on my shelf since last year sometime, probably last summer, and I decided this was the time to use it. So I'm just making a bunch of signatures, and I'm going to sew them into this book and hope that it doesn't get too bulky. Yeah, right. Yeah, and this also was like not going well. This is like right before I'm doing this voiceover, I was doing this, and it just was not working. So I didn't show you the end of me stitching it because I was getting frustrated, and you don't want to watch me stitch a book for 12 hours. So I did flip through it at the end so you guys can see the signatures. I'm not done yet. I still need to add a pocket, and I have a pair of ripped jeans that I'm in love with, but they're past being physically possible to wear anymore, so I think I'm going to try and incorporate that on the outside of the journal a little bit. Apparently I forgot to mute the sound as I was flipping through this, so apologies for that and anything that's in the background. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, in that you took something away from it, even though it might not be as inspiring as usual. Please do not forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe so you don't miss next week's video, which will hopefully be a lot better. And take care, guys. Be creative or take a break if you need to, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.